Nehmen dem Decision oder zweite Decision?
Because you would do anything for your family.
The world feels like it's caving in.
Exact candidate for ASI integration. So many new machlis.
24/7, 365.
In efter tausende.
Nobody knew what's going to happen next.
You're in the right place.
It becomes much more complicated when it's of a weekend.
One never knows what obstacles you might face. It was a little over a year ago. I was diagnosed with a very rare blood disorder. Shortly thereafter, I was diagnosed with cancer as well.
It's hard to describe. We were sitting here in the house, my mother, my father, all my siblings. We definitely all broke down, didn't know what to do.
They were all anxious, they were all traumatized. Nobody knew what's going to happen next. You start hearing the words chemotherapy, radiation, surgery options, transplants. You don't know where to turn to.
For a while, didn't believe that there was a way out. It was just about managing time.
Aber jeder Case ist auch weit auch, wenn es kommt, aber es wie eine Frau wart. In mitten warten wird man geboren, mit der Diagnosis ist es moeilijk weiterlich. Sie wenn eine Sprache hat Baruch Hashem geendigt Treatment und nicht lang darauf wird man geboren als noch eine der Sprache hat. Das nimmt einer.
And it's obviously when we all felt pretty helpless.
I came home from work and I saw my baby's face, the color that I didn't like the color in her face for some reason. The physician said he doesn't like how the numbers came back. The liver function is very high. He wants me to probably go to Cincinnati. The same thing he already called before.
While I was fighting these two diagnoses, I had a son who's, for the last 2 years, is fighting an orthopedic disease. And I realized my wife, the rest of my children, I have Kanainara 5 married children with families of their own. And they were all overwhelmed. You need somebody that's going to be there as a rock and help you make clear, concise decisions. And sadly, that's a choice that anybody going through these type of situations has to make.
Having navigated through a world of medicine that we were unfamiliar with.
The uniqueness of Refuah Helpline is in a few different ways. Number one, the dedication. Number two is the ease how they do things.
Not only do you get somebody who understands what you're going through, but direct you to where you can get the best possible care.
It's a journey. Months of chemotherapy that I went through, they were there with me, not for me, but with me all along.
What Refuah is also very effective at referring the appropriate patients to the appropriate doctors.
I called Mrs. Landau direct. Mrs. Landau convinced me then that Cincinnati is the number 3 GI hospital in the world and I should take the chance and go. Monday they started talking to me about liver transplant. Tuesday was listed, Wednesday they came with offer, Thursday morning my baby went to surgery. And Baruch Hashem, she's doing amazing.
The neshama, the hearts, was geht an jeder patient. To reach out to the best doctors in this country, also wie a Tate für ein eigen Kind.
The general public doesn't know what options exist. They don't know how many more doctors there's out of state, out of the country, how many different options there are. And having people like Refuah Helpline saves lives every day.
When you speak to somebody from Refuah, and I know they're not doctors, but you know, they know a lot about medicine.
So there is one patient who was affected by an unusual infection.
As an amputee verschijnt por Jushon, struggled gefährlich mit severe nerve pain, phantom pain. Noch ein paar mit Schmiss mit haben gesehen als might be options for him. Weiß der Film nicht, als es exist.
And I felt that osseointegration, limb replacement would help him.
Der Yidden hat gewagt mit crutches for Juden lang, reinkolt for a good andere issue, and we helped him, Baruch Hashem, to have a good quality of life.
He's able to stand for Shemon Esrei.
Our organization was designed creative, designed professional. The arbeters are also auf dem level.
There's no one else so dedicated and such a support staff that she has.
Das treffe ich noch bei Refuah.
So Refuah Helpline is not just a service and they get you an appointment, which most organizations can't. They then follow up with case managers on a daily basis, and there's no other organization that I know that does something like this for Cholei Yisroel.
There was a tremendous calmness that I had knowing that all the decisions, they were holding my hand throughout every single decision.
24/7, Shabbos, Wochen, Yom Tov, Purim, Pesach, Yom Kippur, Freitag zu nachts, 24/7 klingt the phone door.
Every single call, no matter how big the problem, how small the problem, the dedicated staff stay on it till the patient is satisfied, the patient's family.
What they do and how they do it really saved my life on a personal note and my family's life as well.
Refuah Helpline held us together as a family.
It's something that we see every day, time and time again, from all of their staff across the board.
Refuah Helpline, nicht du beiseite Terz, nein, aber Refuah Helpline.
And they're a team of people that nothing phases them. They have endless energy and strength to fight for whatever they have to fight for.
The comfort for families going through trying times.
Refuah Helpline hat alles in der Möglichkeit zu helfen the patient. As Mrs. Landau phrases all the time, treat the patient like it's your own brother or sister.
Refuah Helpline is a matuna für Refuah Helpline für Cholei Yisroel.